If you are everything but what I was, I'd come back to you.
It's pouring outside. That's why Mark and I are here inside the Nag's Head Fishing Pier restaurant in the booth. We're waiting for the rain to stop. I watch the dark swells of the ocean rise up in the large picture window over Mark's shoulder. They surge forward, push under the pier pilings, crest, and then fall on the beach like buffalo jumping over a cliff. We drink in cups and cups and cups and cups and cups and cups of coffee. Man. And we chase it with chocolate. Chocolate pie and chocolate cake and chocolate pudding. Chocolate pie and chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream. And chocolate pie and chocolate cake. Woo-hoo, chocolate brownies. Oh, man. Woo, I'm flying. Mark is writing poetry on paper napkins. He's pulling them from the silver dispenser like he's trying to stop himself from bleeding. Applying direct pressure with the pen. He's bobbing up and down like one of those oil-filled bobbing birds. Beep, 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 beep. I'm bobbing right alongside with them. Beep, beep. We're like the Olympic nose bobbing team, I tell you. I think after this buzz, we're connecting in the same spirit we find when we play music together. The same one Henry Miller described when he said, artists receive invisible transmissions from the sensitive side of the world. Woohoo! Oh, man. Mark receives a transmission all right. Beep. Chocolate makes my heart race, man, he says. Oh. And then he puts his head down like he's an Indian in a spaghetti western, his ear by the railroad track, listening for the train. And when he looks up, he says, my grandfather died in his late 20s from a heart attack. I think I might die young, too. The rain finally stops. I watch it drip from the gutters. When the waitress comes with the bill, I gather all the napkins like each one is a pair of underwear, necessary but delicate. And Mark, unable to wait for me to pay the bill, rushes out onto the beach and starts unzipping his geeky pair of parachute pants and his shorts. I remember when I was 12 or 13. I watched a girl blow up a beach ball on a family vacation in that same exact spot. She's holding the ball between her lips without using her hands. It's flopping on her chin like a bubblegum bubble that's burst. Bigger and bigger. It's like by opening up her mouth, she's opened up a door to allow a part of herself to pass into the ball. Bigger and bigger. And then when she's done, she closes the nozzle, sealing a part of herself inside. I watch her toss the ball into the air. Until the wind takes it and sets it into the sea, and it immediately rides out beyond the breakers. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, white. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, white. And then it stops, as if it has something to whisper to me. And I start to get nervous, like I'm in the theater beside the girl, and I'm about to put my arm on the armrest beside her, and I start to count to 10. 1, 2, 3. I tell myself at 10 I'm going to jump up and rescue her ball. 3, 4, 5, 6. She looks right at me and I look into the sand. 6, 7, 8. The ball turns the feeling. It builds. 8, 9, 9 and a half. 9 and a half of a half. 10. I grab my surfboard and I walk right up to her. From the desert I come to thee, to ride my plastic stallion shod with fire, and the winds are left behind in the speed of my desire. Before thy window I stand. My voice is deep, my inflection meaningful. So huge, she says, so impossible to conceive. Are you checking this out? She may be, by all accounts, my dream girl, man. The one. Actually, she doesn't speak English. And at 13, I've got nothing but a prepubescent falsetto chirp of a voice. If I said hello to her, hello, I'd most likely sound like a pterodactyl and scare her half to death. Besides, I'm turned to the side so she can't see my hideously acneed back or the bumps on my face. No, she just stares out into the water, and I press my arm into my surfboard to make my muscle look bigger. And finally, I just walk away. And as I throw my surfboard into the ocean, They begin to float across the water. Oh, everything is as it should be. I'm alone. I'm in my element. I can't hear people making fun of my big nose or calling me a dirty Jew. Oh, mother, see, even at 13 you were there for me. And I begin to paddle for the ball. A gorgeous girl's breath is inside that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get it, she'll like me more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be the conquistador of the seashore. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be great for my memoir. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's like an exotic Egyptian version of Drew Barrymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I paddle until exhausted. I sit up on my surfboard. I've gone far enough. The beach behind me is a thin blonde line, and the girl's a tiny dot. The ball hovers on a crest, disappears, and then reappears as if to tease me, takes off in a rush of wind, and then it too is a tiny dot. When I get back to the beach, the girl touches my shoulder, and she says, something, 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 and thank you. And I feel so awkward, I almost take her out to the knees with my surfboard. It's to this exact same spot that I take the napkins out to Mark. The one where he's written his poetry on them. And when I hand them to him, he takes them from me, smushes them together like a sandwich, hands them back and says, here, man, you might need these words someday. I wonder how far I would have gone for that ball. I wonder if I had gone far enough, would have someone come to rescue me? And then maybe someone would have had to come to rescue the person that had come to rescue me, and so on and so forth. I wonder how far anyone goes for anyone. Sometimes I wonder how far I'll go before I turn around. Oh, Virginia, I wanted to write about you for so very long, but you made it so hard on me. And Virginia, I never knew that to write about you, I'd have to write about me too. 'Cause Dixie glows in my heart, and the southern sky, she lays down beside me at the end of my every ride. And my accent's laid low, and I've kept you with me. And now I want to tell the world just what you mean to me. I'm little John Wayne's boy, and don't you forget me. I got a saddlebag of sunshine and a heart full of mystery. And I'm riding out tonight with my heart in my hands. I'm gonna follow you home.